Burn fat with the Metabolic Blowtorch diet, the ultimate guide for optimizing intermittent fasting. Burn fat, preserve muscle, enhance focus, and transform your health. Written by Jay Campbell. Narrated by Jay Campbell. Copyright 2017, Jay Campbell. Audiobook production by the amazing Archangel Inc. A note for the audio edition. Thank you for downloading and listening to the audio edition of this book. The print and digital editions contain a number of charts, tables, and related material which don't all translate easily to audio. I've done my best to convey the material in this book, and you can get the main points very effectively from this quick start abridged audio edition. But I am also making the full PDF edition available to those who purchase this audio edition. Make sure to download it to learn more and access all of the additional supplemental material. To your health, Jay Campbell. Praise for the Metabolic Blowtorch diet. Metabolic Blowtorch diet user Daniel Kelly. Jay Campbell is unparalleled in his knowledge of fitness and nutrition. His expert knowledge is a unique combination of hard-won experience from decades in the trenches backed up by mastery of scientific studies. Now, I'm not the kind of guy to put people on a pedestal, but whenever I've followed his advice, I've never gone wrong. So when he speaks, I tend to shut up and listen. I'm writing a foreword to this book because I want people to know how powerful this diet really is. Most diet programs go something like this. Make complex calorie calculations, eat foods you hate while at the same time feeling like crap, all in the name of losing a few pounds. If you're like me, you're tired of that shit. You're looking for a diet that delivers on its promises, but isn't so complex it makes your head spin. Well, you've come to the right place. However, I'm not here to tell you it's all roses. This diet is not a magic pill you swallow and then suddenly wake up with the body you want. You've still got to put in the work and eat right. But here's the thing with this diet. You won't have to make a pact with the devil and sell your soul to lose weight. When I began following the Metabolic Blowtorch diet, abbreviated as the MBTD throughout the pages of this book, I was skeptical fasting for long periods would be beneficial, and yet I was no newbie to intermittent fasting. I had all these beliefs in my head. I would lose muscle. I'd be constantly thinking about food, and dieting has to be grueling to be successful. Well, all I can say was I was stunned by my results after just a few weeks. The extended fasting periods were decimating body fat in a way I'd never seen. I realized all of these beliefs I held had no basis in reality. In fact, the more fat I lost, the bigger I looked. I started to see the caps on my delts and my abs really started to pop. Don't get me wrong. During the first few days, I started to think about food. But after a week, it was plain sailing, and as a bonus, my concentration levels went through the roof. I thought a diet was just about losing body fat and not enhancing cognitive performance at the same time. Nevertheless, I couldn't always follow the diet to the letter. But because the diet is so customizable, I could fit it around my schedule and still get results. I have no ambitions to enter a bodybuilding competition, but I do want to look good naked. And I want to do it in a way that's as simple as possible with minimal disruption to my life. I believe I found that with this diet. This is a system that works. Do yourself a favor and read Jay's book cover to cover several times over. Once you understand it, you won't have to hop from diet to diet ever again. You'll have a template for life. Metabolic Blowtorch diet user Dennis Pontani. Because of the Metabolic Blowtorch diet, in just a short 3 weeks, I was able to dramatically reduce body fat. For me, the Metabolic Blowtorch diet targeted the fat around my midsection and chest, which gave me the noticeable results I was looking for. Prior to using the Metabolic Blowtorch diet techniques, I was counting my calories and weighing my meals, as I would normally do to try and achieve results. After 4 frustrating strict weeks of this approach and still not seeing desired results, I opted to try the MBTD. I was reluctant at first because I didn't know if I was going to be able to follow the fasting intervals, and I was worried I would suffer hunger pangs. After
Sample complete. Ready to continue?